Anyway, best of 5. Let's get this one underway. We're not going to delay any further. Turn off full screen so I don't accidentally bean something. We've got stream debut for number 10 in the world, Kenta. I don't know if I can get to the leaderboard in time. No, I couldn't, but you can take my word for it. He is number 10 in the 1v1 leaderboard right now. He's another French 1v1 player. He has been, he's been high rated for a long time, actually. I've noticed him playing against all of the usual suspects, all of the 1v1 streamers in Europe, Scrubkiller, K-Dop, and the like. And he usually does pretty well. He's never been a favorite in those matchups, but who is, But it's going to be really interesting to see. I don't know much about this guy. If he's 14 years old, I will not be surprised, because every up-and-coming ones player seems to be 14 years old these days. But he's going to be up against some pretty tough competition. Sebadam is a veteran of show matches. He's been playing on my stream for well over a year now. Off to a pretty rough start though, getting bumped one way and then having to dive the other as the top corner gets exposed by Kenta. He's not too nervous to start things off, it seems, because kickoff mechanics are looking good, looking very clean. And both these guys do know that there's already a prize pool for this match, thanks to the generosity of Jomiga, Resistance RL, and Sneaky Light. That's right, just 3 people for that entire prize pool, believe it or not. Atvin, thanks for the Prime sub, by the way, and BCJu for the 300 bits. I do appreciate that. If I can keep up with alerts, I will indeed do that. Good job by Sebadam delaying that shot. He didn't want to hit the falling Kenta with the rebound. He's older than 14. He played RLCS Season 4. Ah, okay. Well, it just wasn't meant to be. He's 17. Okay, you guys are more than me. I don't know if France or USA, probably, I think France might be the best Rocket League 1v1 nation. And it would be cool to have like a 1v1 World Cup of sorts. I don't know how that would work in Rocket League. And I'm going to talk about that briefly just while this game's getting started, because I do want your feedback on it. But Rocket League 1v1 World Cup. So if you are familiar with tennis, I know other sports probably do this, but tennis is the one that I know of, where they have a thing called the Davis Cup, and that is where different nations go up against each other, and they have multiple 1v1s and 2v2s going on, and then overall you have a winner. So like a best of 5. And you can't have the same player playing more than 2 series. So if you had Scrubkiller in your country, again, sorry for not talking about the match, I just wanted to throw this idea by you guys. If you've got Scrubkiller in your country, let's say you're Scotland, you've got Scrubkiller, he's only allowed to play 2 of your country's 1v1s. And then the other 1v1 would have to be played by someone else. Like, Marky might come in and play that one. And then you've got 2 2v2 matches, and they have to be different teams. Or, something like that, where there would be limitations on how often you can use one player. And you don't have to use one player twice. If you're France and you've got Fairy, K-Dop, Chaussette, Alpha, Kenta, you've got all these top 10 players, you could just use everybody, just give them all one try each. And that means that if you've got one player who's really, really just the best, like Scrubkiller, probably historically the best ones player. That's a nice little pop by Seb, by the way. But you would only be allowed to play maybe 2 or 3 out of the 5 matches. It would be pretty cool. And I think France would probably be the favourites to win that based on their 1s and 2s dominance. They've got so many high-rated 1s players. Fairy and K-Dop in 2s, probably the best in the world, I'd say, for a national 2v2 team. Yeah, let me know your feedback on that, guys. Kind of like a World Cup, but not 3v3 World Cup like I did with League of Rockets last year. Very interested to hear that discussion. It's a bit unlucky by Sebadam, but he didn't have much going on for him there. That angle, if we just look at the places the ball could go in that situation that would have favoured Sebadam, there weren't very many. I think directly into Kenta's goal, or maybe straight up into the ceiling were the 2 options that would have been good there. Pretty much anywhere else on the field is good for Kenta. That's why taking 50-50s in the opposition corner is something we don't see very often in 1v1. Players will rarely dodge in their opposition corner into a 50-50, and I'm always very surprised when I see it. I'm very taken back by it. I'm like, oh, that was risky, that was aggressive. Sebadam does love to challenge pretty early in the midfield. He's got excellent challenge timing. I've given him credit for this in the past as well. He's very, very good at just mixing in those fake challenges, but not going too hard on the fake challenge. The one thing to watch out when we watch Sebadam is he'll do these little turns, but not for too long. He'll just turn for the smallest moment, and then he'll go right back into shadowing. And then if he's really committing for a challenge, he's not going to, you know, he's going to go fully all the way around like we just saw right there. So if you want to learn a fake challenge, definitely take a look at how Sebadam does it. He's very, very good. He's got an open net here as well. Should be hitting this one on target, and indeed he will. Not going to miss that from deep in the midfield. Sebadam 5-2. Kenta, not a terrible performance so far this game. He's certainly been second best. This is not a scoreline which is unfair by any means. But he did try a reverse 45-degree flick earlier, hit the bar. Tried a shot just now, hit the bar. Like, those are things that could definitely go better for him later in the series. What I do like about that, though, is he's willing to take shots. He's willing to go for flicks. Because recently I've not been impressed by game ones in show matches. Players are very, very timid and going for lots of low 50-50s, and it's not working very often. Oh, Kenta almost getting a save there with the post pinch, giving Sebadam a little bit too much space. I think Kenta could certainly have turned a little bit faster. Almost saved that. I am actually surprised that went in. It looked like he got the save, pinching it off off the inside of his own post. Sebadam, very, very strong game one so far. He has, since losing the first couple of kickoffs, really turned this one around and looked like he's absolutely warmed up. He did ask for a quick warm-up before this series started because he does not want to lose this one. He comes in as the underdog based on the rank leaderboard, but he is the player with more experience, so he wants to win this really, really badly to prove to everybody that he's still got what it takes to go toe-to-toe with one of the best in the world. Number 10 in the world, Kenta, on the rank leaderboard, but number 4 in Europe, because 2 of Fairy Peak's accounts are ahead of him. And the other 4, and there's also 4 accounts, or wait, 5 accounts from NA that are ahead of him. You got Dapper, Among, Tarocco, Leth. There's someone else as well, I forgot. But yeah, he's high rated, trust me. Sebadam, into the final minute we go, still very much in control. Doesn't get the flip reset, in fact he's going to be turned around. And he's going to be pretty disappointed with how he played this one. Flip reset was very risky to go for, because doing so kind of put him on the wrong side of the ball, and he wasn't able to get a good 50-50 when Kenta challenged him. And now that lead of his is starting to look less and less secure. 2 goals in it. Kenta on the ball. Near post is a good position, but the flick is not going to work against Sebadam's shadowing. Kenta again looking for space. He's trying to bring Sebadam into his own half. He's got what he wanted, but is he going to be able to capitalize on it? Sebadam very, very quick to turn around. Excellent power sliding mechanics, as most top 1v1 players have these days. I remember way back when Sebadam and Devo were first starting to make appearances in the 1v1 scene. I was very impressed by their power slide. They were definitely ahead of their time on speed. Even before Devo won Season 2, before he had that incredible 1v1 against Scrub. Oh, that's an interesting fake kick up by Kenta. I'm surprised that he's shown that in this game. If this is something that he has in his arsenal, I would not bother showing it when you're already 3 goals down and 14 seconds left. Probably better to save it. But like I was saying, I think that's what really caught everybody's eye, and including mine, about Devo back in the day, was just how fast he was moving around the field. Before wave dashing was a thing, you know, he was just using power slides and flipping all over the place just to keep up his momentum. Sebadam used to do that as well. He was very, very far ahead of the curve.
Love you, Johnny.
When it came to power slide turns. Hey, Connie Kid, thanks for the 1,000 bits, man. I appreciate that. That is a very, very generous cheer. And also another quick notification for you guys is that if you do donate, anything you donate, not using the cheer button, but anything that you donate using my donate button will appear in that bar in the top of the screen. It'll go to the donation goal, which is going to be a prize pool for these guys. All that money will go to the prize pool, no matter what it is. So don't donate to me. Well, if you want to donate to me, don't do it during this match, because I'm going to put it to the prize pool. It's going to go to these guys. Just so you have been warned. Kenta looking for a wall bang. Sebadam was aware of it. I'm surprised we didn't see a double wall bang, to be honest. It's pretty common when both players are looking for that demolish, I'm trying to say, on the side wall. But it's paramount for Kenta that he gets started off strongly in game 2. We all know how difficult it's going to be to reverse sweep Sebadam. Sebadam is probably taking the lead here, just squeezes it in, good control. wasn't the easiest of rebounds, in fact. As the ball just hung around at that crossbar, but Sebadam did well. He just squashed it, and it was never going to go anywhere but into the net there. Harflin, by the way, thanks for the Prime sub. Sorry if I missed that. It was 8 minutes ago. Excuse me, 8 minutes ago. My memory kind of goes to shambles when I'm casting. Oh, again, the crossbar denies Kenta what would have been a juicy flick. And that is not a good bounce. That might just be on target, just onto the crossbar. But Kenta is all over the place. He's flailing. Sebadam in the middle waits for the ball to come back. And we've got 2-0. And we've got to feel so bad for Kenta. He was close at the other end. But close is just not good enough in a one situation. I'm glad to see that he's got the confidence, though. He's going for very aggressive moves. He's not holding back with that flick. He is going all out. And he's going to need to keep going all out. Top right corner is open, but he's backflipped. That is not what I want to see from Kenta. The nerves are certainly starting to creep in. Sebadam's position there was not ideal. He had left the top right corner wide open. Kenta could have slammed it in. Slapped it in, whichever you prefer. He could have put it into that top right corner with a volley, with a half volley, but instead he just went for something much more delayed, which is surprising. He's been playing very, very quick in attack up until now. Of course, now he doesn't have the option, but great control at the near post. There wasn't much boost available to him, but he got that last 12 pad, and look how important that was. As he's going for the flick, he uses it all to accelerate himself into the ball. Sebadam no doubt caught off guard by that last second acceleration. Scrub, do you remember how many, like, what's your win record against Kenta? It's got to be pretty good, right? I've seen you play him before, and he's one of those players that you hate losing to, but I mean, don't you hate losing to everybody? Sebadam, meanwhile, continuing to dominate the midfield. He's just putting on so much pressure. Kenta not having a good time in defense. He's so worried that Sebadam is going to step in and beat him to the ball, and that's just because Sebadam keeps turning so early. He is not playing far back in his own half like Kenta wants him to. This is exactly where Kenta wants Sebadam to be, and look at the consistency he's getting now with the flicks. Earlier on in the series, he's just getting crossbar. Just someone from ranks. Yeah, he's a French player, Scrub. He's 17 apparently. Top 10 right now. I've noticed his name in the leaderboard. He's been kicking about there for ages. Good little pit maneuver there by Kenta. Dodges onto the boost as well. Sebadam has no boost, and that is an extremely risky challenge. Gets away with it though, but not by much. And now we've got a bit of a role reversal. It's Kenta who's got no boost. Misses his wave dash, and that might be enough for Sebadam to put it in. Feels side flip though by Seb. Kenta really wants to keep this close to himself. He doesn't want to give Sebadam a free ball. He's looking for the 50-50 to create some space. He gets it, but he's not going to have too much time to grab boost before Sebadam fires. Good avoidance of the demo. Just dipping into his own goal. And now we're right back into the same position we were earlier. Look at the wave dash from Kenta. Gonna mix up those guys because they're both up and coming. One's French players. I can't remember all these new names. That was so sick. The wave dash from Kenta was the only way that he could get back underneath the ball after he ran out of boost. I'm so impressed by what we just saw. He's just not able to catch up to Sebadam with the demo. Harflin, thank you for another £20. That is incredible. Donation goal climbing. Prize pool climbing. And KantaJ is starting to rise to the occasion. He's had enough for Sebadam shenanigans. Shuts him down before he can start off another one of his constricting offensive pressures. And Kenta continuing to dominate kickoffs. He's done very well in the kickoff battle so far. Again, the crossbar denies him what would have been a very, very nice lead. That's a great shot by Sebadam. Well done by Kenta to realize it's not on target though. And he's trying to avoid Seb. Does so. Great avoidance from these demos. Because Sebadam is trying really hard to squeeze these demos in. But Kenta's really low on boost. This is going to be tough to defend. Sebadam deliberately slowing the ball down, trying to halt it mid-air. But Kenta's so patient this time. Just waits for Sebadam to stop touching it and then moves in. Of course, he doesn't need another goal here. Kenta needs to try and stay calm. He already has the lead. Oh, but Sebadam with the demo. Dodges into it as well. And although Kenta's done well up until now to dodge all of these demo attempts, you can only avoid him for so long. Well played by Seb. I've got to say, I love the off-the-ball demo plays that are starting to become more and more popular in 1v1 and 2v2. Oh no, is that just in? Kenta can't get the save. Sebadam can take the lead. Fantastic. I can't actually read. What's wrong with me? Fantastic Mr. Finch. Thanks for the tier 1 sub. I don't know why I'm such a bad reader of the English language. There we go. Revenge kickoff goal. We're right back into the tie game. How important is it though that Kenta manages to continue this momentum that he's built up over the past 2 minutes or so? Barring that kickoff goal and the beautiful demo by Sebadam, Kenta was in full control. It really looked like he'd turned this one around. Was dealing with Sebadam's pressure, even though Sebadam was boost starving him very well. Open net doesn't go in. That is a huge miss. Kenta's up for it. Decides to backflip, and I don't disagree with that at all, because he did not look confident with that rebound. Half volley is good. Great patience by Kenta, but my goodness, his heart must have been in his mouth when he missed that open net. He jumped up trying to get the rebound, but then he realized he was off target for it. Backflipped. Oh, wait a minute.
How was your Christmas? I enjoyed spending time with you. 20.
Lawrence, had a good Christmas. How about you? Thanks for the 7 months. What on earth? Sebadam just dodged the wrong way. Alright, well, I mean, I said Kenta's been dominating kickoffs, but that's a little bit too dominant for my liking. I don't want to see kickoffs like that. Sebadam trying to mix it up in the last second. Kenta off the wall. He had an option to go off the ceiling there. I'm sure you guys would have all loved. He's got to be careful. This isn't over just yet. And he has given Sebadam a top corner shot. Trying to be a little bit too fancy. Half flipping for fun and then going to the corner for boost. Sebadam just puts it in. And we have got a 1-goal game. What should have been Kenta easily crossing the line is not quite over. Should be now. And it will be. So Kenta not going to be punished for some lackadaisical defending in the final seconds. What's the prize pool up to now? Is that 85 quid? It is 85 quid. What is that? Wait a minute, let me Google that. It's $116. Alright. So if we go significantly over $100, like we usually do with prize pools, we'll start splitting the whatever over 100, 70-30. But first 100 usually just goes winner takes all, because no point splitting smaller prize pools, really. That's how we've done prize pool splits for like the past year or so. Should it? I think 116. I don't know. I'd usually just let the winner decide, or I'd let the players decide how they want to split it. But if it goes to like 150, well, it keeps climbing.
For this game was leaked.
No.
Sebadam wins 3-2 after close overtime. Sorry, boys.
See if you're right. I'm going to be so creeped. But thanks for the fiver. Happy. Kenta again, low boost. Needs to be careful here. He's relying on his wave dash mechanics to get him back into the play. He's done very well here though. Working the ball off the wall. Doesn't have the shot on target just yet. He's trying to make it so. Sebadam always had that save lined up. Decides to stick to the wall. He's going to go for a dish. Instead just blocks Kenta's clear. Kenta's been doing pretty well with low boost. I'm not sure if Sebadam going for boost starving is the best strategy against him. Oh, that somehow stayed out. Kenta with a huge save. Sebadam puts it in off the far post though. I don't know how Kenta managed to get this save after dodging into or jumping into his own net. Johnny, I joined Twitch, so I could sub and cheer you. Your YouTube vids are got me into Rocket League, and now I'm plat. Keep up the good work, you legend. Wait, you're platinum. Most of people who start watching my videos, they start off at like platinum or diamond, and then after they finish watching my videos, they go down to bronze or something. So, congrats on the plat, dude. I'm glad that you've been liking the game and enjoying the channel. Thanks for stopping by. How many times is Kenta gonna get denied by the crossbar? By the way, he's so unfortunate with his shots. I've got to give him some credit though, because he's not giving up. He's still going for these booming flicks, booming shots. Even if the bar is going to keep denying him, at least he's trying. I always prefer seeing players who are willing to go over and above their comfort zone, trying to hit the perfect shot, even under pressure. It's always good and refreshing to see. Oh, that's an unfortunate miss by Seb. He's run out of boost at the worst possible moment. There's nothing worse than having an opportunity in a match like this and then just passing it to the goalkeeper. That is not how you want to play. Bit too slow on that one though is Kenta. Needs to capitalise on every opportunity that Sebadam gives him, because they have been pretty few and far between. I said that he was in control last game, but he was still certainly on the back foot. Long time no's see. How's everything going? Hope 12 Titans went well. It was going well. Kowalski, thanks for asking. But yeah, 12 Titans was great. Can't wait for you all to see the final product. I think you're really going to be excited. I'm very excited to see it. It's all over to League of Rockets now, and his magical editing skills. Great flick by Sebadam. Waits till the last minute to shoot this just under the bar. He's showing Kenta how it's done. He says, "Oh, you having some trouble there hitting the crossbar, are you, buddy? Well, this is how it's done. There you go. Easy. Right over the top of the goalkeeper at the near post. No way for him to save it without a pre-jump." 3-0. Sebadam starting to posture up. But this is a bit reminiscent of the first kickoff in the first game. Kenta looking for that bump onto Seb. Great play. He's finally adapted to Sebadam's please make graphics like Bloom and stuff. Alright, I'll do it for you, buddy. There you go. Beautiful, huh? But I'm glad to see Kenta making a quick proactive play there, because Sebadam's been shutting down everything that he's been doing up until now, just with some nice aggressive early challenges. And it took a while for Kenta to realise that he's just got to take a really light first touch and then pop it, and he's probably going to take Sebadam out of the game. But he did realise it mid-game. Great recovery as well by Kenta. He's probably going to dribble this one back. Doesn't want to give Sebadam another freebie. It's ended up doing just that though. Seb. Oh, he was trying to get the boost respawn, but Kenta's beating him to it. Look at that read by the Frenchman. That is a huge play. Notice Sebadam trying to catch that boost on the respawn. Nips in, grabs it, traps the ball center, gets the clean landing, and then puts it in. We've got another 1-goal game. Wait, do you not all like Bloom? Bloom's pretty good. Bloom's, I like Bloom. I usually turn it off if I'm playing Rocket League on stream though, because I don't know. I'm always suspicious that it's stealing my frames. Sebadam again going for a little mix-up. He no doubt would have rushed that challenge earlier in this game, but now, knowing that Kenta got him with the outplay for Kenta's first goal, decided to slow things down. Sebadam needs to start playing faster again though, because Kenta's starting to beat him to every ball. Another good recovery by Kenta. Gets the delayed 50-50. Tries the bump, doesn't get it though. Sebadam, open net. Needs to boom it though. He will boom it, and that is going to be good. 2-goal game. Kenta gets punished for overextending. Again, looking for the bump on Seb. The counterplay by the English veteran was just a little bit too good. So what was the donation prediction? 3-2 to Sebadam, apparently, was what the leaked script said. If it turns out to be that, then I don't know if you guys are ever going to believe me. But no, it isn't. It isn't scripted. Oh, Sebadam gets the anti-trip. As Kenta was trying to trip him up, but Sebadam just landed on him and then stole the boost. A great backflip out of the pre-jump from Seb to stop Kenta from getting the mind game on him. There's a lot of little things going on in defense for Sebadam. They've started working very well in the past minute or so. He's dodging demos, dodging bumps. He's avoiding getting faked and played out of the game as well. He's doing a good job making this as difficult as possible for Kenta. It's a very different game that we're seeing here. And again, Sebadam trying his best to get in the way of Kenta. This time it's not going to work. He got the boost, but he got taken way out of the way of where he wanted to go. Kenta knew the way there. Sebadam did not. So if you want to know the way, ask Kenta. Sebadam was going the wrong direction. Good read on the fake there by Kenta. Goes for the double jump pop on 0 seconds. Or what would have been 0 seconds. Good recovery somehow. We still have a game. I thought that was going to be an easy counter-attack for Seb. Sebadam doesn't close the distance. Kenta can retake control. Sebadam fakes challenge. Doesn't work. Gets the pop. High to the crossbar. He's following it as well, but Kenta drops it. And Sebadam goes unpunished for backing off. in the final moments. I thought he was going to stick with that. I really expected him to stick around and go for an early challenge. Backing off was so risky against a 100 boost Kenta. I wonder if this is his, or where KantaJ comes from. I don't know what the J stands for. I really don't. Here we go, game 4. Kenta in his stream debut. Never been high rated in the world, but he's up against Sebadam, who's playing so well. And Sebadam with the slow roll. He's got his eye on Kenta. He's going to make him own goal this one. Oh no, he doesn't want to wait that long. Cheeky by Sebadam on the goal line. Look at that. Forcing Kenta to come all the way back. Where does Cuxer come from? Scrub, is this a joke? I don't know. I don't know what the joke is. Darkbeak, thanks for the 9 months. How's it going, man? Welcome back to the stream, buddy. Thanks for the baby of subscriptions. The name. Oh, you mean where does the name Cuxer come from? I actually can't remember. Cux told me, but it's probably a fighting game. It's probably a fighting game. Dunkin' Donuts. No, I did not. I'll have to go and find out about that. That's pretty cool. Kenta's still playing a very solid game in offense. Very aggressive game, very confident game, which is not how most stream debutants have been coming on and playing these days. Everybody's been going for low 50-50s, everybody's been going for bumps, everybody's been going for like fakes. And not Kenta, he's sticking to it. He keeps going for the flicks and the shots. He wants to outplay his opponent. You're about to Google the Cuxer plant. Yeah, the Cuxer plant. That'll be it. Nah, it'll be a fighting game thing. I'm positive that Cuxer's named himself after a fighting game character. It's got to be, right? It must be. As a former Tekken player and now Tekken 7 semi-pro. Oh, well, I say semi-pro just because he's a good player but doesn't necessarily earn a living off it. I don't know where Kenta comes from. Or the J, especially. I don't remember. Oh no, I do remember where Sebadam comes from. Sebadam is his name. It's his first name and last name together. Sebastian Adam. It's very clever. It's a pretty cool name though. I like Sebadam as an IGN. And I'm liking his position here. Doesn't capitalize on a full pitch, full boost dribble though against a dead opponent. Kenta off the wall. Does connect pretty well, but he's way off target. Seb with a very good boost grab. The reason that I compliment that boost grab is because he picked it up right on the far edge where Kenta couldn't get the demo. Very, very safe. It's always very risky in ones to go for a boost grab straight through the middle when your opponent's nearby. Comes from 2 Marvel villains mixed into 1. Remember me talking about it. Wait, Cuxer. Cuxer comes from 2 Marvel villains, really? Did I talk to him about that before? Oh, Kenta with a huge miss. He was no doubt first to the ball, but he's missed it completely. Oh, that's a feels bad. That is a feels bad, man. What a flip. And he's trying to shake it off. Because it's now or never. He's staring down the barrel of defeat.
3-4 in game 3 and a slow roll goal at the start of game 4. Just like the script said,
I don't know.
Leaked, #exposed.
This isn't playing out like your scripts just now. Sebadam looks like he's set to take it in 4. There's no 5-game series in sight at the moment. Kenta's got a lot of work to do. Sebadam very consistent off the air in recent times, but he misses the ball this time. Goes a little bit too low on it. He had 2 options, of course. He could have stayed above the ball here to try and get a dunk, or get under it and try to catch it. He went for the latter. Kenta with a good counter just goes in early, sends it over the top of his head as Sebadam's landing. It's a bit of a rock, paper, scissors there. Because of course the catch will beat someone who's backing off, but someone backing off will beat a dunk, and then a dunk will beat somebody moving in aggressively. So this time Sebadam's rock beat Kenta's scissors. Rip from Kenta from the edge of the box is again good power, but not quite able to find the accuracy. Gets a good first touch here though. Doesn't wave dash, just another ground shot from the edge of the box. And with 1 goal in this, I like Kenta's position. I always like the look of his chances when we get into this back and forth midfield play, because he is the one who looks better defending against Sebadam's attack. a lot of Sebadam's goals have been counters. I like Kenta when he's defending, for the most part. And then it's when he's attacking that he starts to fall apart. That's a good play by Seb. Off the wall, beats Kenta to it. And a good finish too. And we're all... Or no, sorry, we're not all tied up. We're 1 goal again in the lead for Seb. Kenta stuck around here with very little boost. Sebadam might think he's completely starved. Shoots from distance. Kenta with a great save though. Seb is going to give him a what a save. Quick Chat has been at a premium this match. So you know that Sebadam means it when he says it. 1 minute 21. Again, Kenta trailing. Needs to get an equalizer or he's going to be losing this in 4. But again, looking very solid with low boost. When he's defending, like I said before, against Sebadam, regardless of how much boost he has, he looks pretty solid. He doesn't look to be too uncomfortable. It's when he has to start pushing into Sebadam's half that Sebadam looks the most dangerous. When he's got all that space to work with, and oh my goodness, nearly uses it to his advantage again. And it feels like it was a life age ago when Kenta last had the possession. Gets the accidental follow-through pop on the ball. Luckily for Sebadam though, he was not committed to a challenge. Had plenty of space. 35 seconds. It is now or never for Kenta. Sebadam gets the trip. And another possession. He's going to go for another offensive play, but this time Kenta shuts him down. Sebadam's going to be regretting that one. The Kenta can't find the angle. It was just a little bit too tight. Sebadam with more pressure. He doesn't want to give Kenta another opening. 15 seconds left. This is it for Kenta. He needs to take control right now, and he needs to create a chance. The bounce dribble is not looking too good. Sebadam is looking great though. 5 seconds. Kenta has to score it with the next attack, or it is going to be all over. And now he's got the most difficult 0-second goal of his life. But Sebadam might have just helped him. Can Kenta keep it up? No, he can't quite reach it. And GG's is called. I was so worried there for Seb. I thought he might have beamed that right at the last second. I really thought he'd beamed it. But he avoids the beanage. Wait, are we at exactly 100 on the prize pool? 95. All right, let me see what that is in dollars, and then I'll round it one way or the other. I mean, I'll round it up. All right, it's almost bang on 130. We'll just go for that.
Here's Johnny.
$130. Do you reckon that's just a 100 and a 30? Does that seem like a fair split? I don't know. We kind of have to make it up as we go with the splits here, because it's always such a random number. But GG's. Kenta with a solid stream debut. Confident performance, but nervous at the same time. And I say that because his body language, the way that he was approaching the game was very confident, but his execution was nervous. So that's what I mean by confident and nervous at the same time. Like right there, going for an early challenge, but the side flip. So he wanted to make the aggressive move. Side flips out of it. Yeah, 130 seems pretty fair. 105, 25. I mean, usually, like I said, we usually just do the 100, the first 100 to the winner, then the rest gets split 70-30, but 30 times... that would be like $9 to Kenta, which doesn't seem that fair. But yeah, I'll be sure to, I'll make a note of that right now. Backing off was so risky against a 100 boost Kenta. I wonder if this is his, or where KantaJ comes from. I don't know what the J stands for. I really don't. Here we go, game 4. Kenta in his stream debut. Never been high rated in the world, but he's up against Sebadam, who's playing so well. And Sebadam with the slow roll. He's got his eye on Kenta. He's going to make him own goal this one. Oh no, he doesn't want to wait that long. Cheeky by Sebadam on the goal line. Look at that. Forcing Kenta to come all the way back. Where does Cuxer come from? Scrub, is this a joke? I don't know what the joke is. Darkbeak, thanks for the 9 months. How's it going, man? Welcome back to the stream, buddy. Thanks for the baby of subscriptions. The name. Oh, you mean where does the name Cuxer come from? I actually can't remember. Cux told me, but it's probably a fighting game. It's probably a fighting game. Dunkin' Donuts. No, I did not. I'll have to go and find out about that. That's pretty cool. Kenta's still playing a very solid game in offense. Very aggressive game, very confident game, which is not how most stream debutants have been coming on and playing these days. Everybody's been going for low 50-50s, everybody's been going for bumps, everybody's been going for like fakes. And not Kenta, he's sticking to it. He keeps going for the flicks and the shots. He wants to outplay his opponent. You're about to Google the Cuxer plant. Yeah, the Cuxer plant. That'll be it. No, it'll be a fighting game thing. I'm positive that Cuxer's named himself after a fighting game character. It's got to be, right? It must be. As a former Tekken player, and now Tekken 7 semi-pro. Oh, well, I say semi-pro just because he's a good player, but doesn't necessarily earn a living off it. I don't know where Kenta comes from, or the J, especially. I don't remember. Oh no, I do remember where Sebadam comes from. Sebadam is his name. It's his first name and last name together. Sebastian Adam. It's very clever. It's a pretty cool name though. I like Sebadam as an IGN, and I'm liking his position here. Doesn't capitalize on a full pitch, full boost dribble though against a dead opponent. And to off the wall does connect pretty well, but he's way off target. Seb with a very good boost grab. The reason that I compliment that boost grab is because he picked it up right on the far edge where Kenta couldn't get the demo. Very, very safe. It's always very risky in ones to go for a boost grab straight through the middle when your opponent's nearby. Comes from 2 Marvel villains mixed into 1. Remember me talking about it. Wait, Cuxer. Cuxer comes from 2 Marvel villains, really? Did I talk to him about that before? Oh, Kenta with a huge miss. He was no doubt first to the ball, but he's missed it completely. Oh, that's a feels bad. That is a feels bad, man. What a flip. And he's trying to shake it off, because it's now or never. He's staring down the barrel of defeat.
3-4 in game 3 and a slow roll goal at the start of game 4. Just like the script said, hashtag leaked, hashtag exposed.
This isn't playing out like your scripts just now. Sebadam looks like he's set to take it in 4. There's no 5-game series in sight at the moment. Kenta's got a lot of work to do. Sebadam very consistent off the air in recent times, but he misses the ball this time. Goes a little bit too low on it. He had 2 options, of course. He could have stayed above the ball here to try and get a dunk, or get under it and try to catch it. He went for the latter. Kenta with a good counter just goes in early, sends it over the top of his head as Sebadam's landing. It's a bit of a rock, paper, scissors there, because of course the catch will beat someone who's backing off, but someone backing off will beat a dunk, and then a dunk will beat somebody moving in aggressively. So this time Sebadam's rock beat Kenta's scissors. Rip from Kenta from the edge of the box is again good power, but not quite able to find the accuracy. Gets a good first touch here though. Doesn't wave dash, just another ground shot from the edge of the box. And with 1 goal in this, I like Kenta's position. I always like the look of his chances when we get into this back and forth midfield play, because he is the one who looks better defending against Sebadam's attack. A lot of Sebadam's goals have been counters. I like Kenta when he's defending, for the most part. And then it's when he's attacking that he starts to fall apart. That's a good play by Seb. Off the wall, beats Kenta to it. And a good finish too. And we're all... Or no, sorry, we're not all tied up. We're 1 goal again in the lead for Seb. Kenta stuck around here with very little boost. Sebadam might think he's completely starved. Shoots from distance. Kenta with a great save though. Seb is going to give him a what a save. Quick chat has been at a premium this match, so you know that Sebadam means it when he says it. 1 minute 21. Again, Kenta trailing. Needs to get an equalizer or he's going to be losing this in 4. But again, looking very solid with low boost. When he's defending, like I said before, against Sebadam, regardless of how much boost he has, he looks pretty solid. He doesn't look to be too uncomfortable. It's when he has to start pushing into Sebadam's half that Sebadam looks the most dangerous. When he's got all that space to work with, and oh my goodness, nearly uses it to his advantage again. And it feels like it was a life age ago when Kenta last had the possession. Gets the accidental follow-through pop on the ball. Luckily for Sebadam though, he was not committed to a challenge. Had plenty of space. 35 seconds. It is now or never for Kenta. Sebadam gets the trip and another possession. He's going to go for another offensive play, but this time Kenta shuts him down. Sebadam's going to be regretting that one. But Kenta can't find the angle. It was just a little bit too tight. Sebadam with more pressure. He doesn't want to give Kenta another opening. 15 seconds left. This is it for Kenta. He needs to take control right now, and he needs to create a chance. The bounce dribble is not looking too good. Sebadam is looking great though. 5 seconds. Kenta has to score it with the next attack, or it is going to be all over. And now he's got the most difficult 0-second goal of his life. But Sebadam might have just helped him. Can Kenta keep it up? No, he can't quite reach it. And GG's is called. I was so worried there for Seb. I thought he might have beamed that right at the last second. I really thought he'd beamed it. But he avoids the beanage. Wait, are we at exactly 100 on the prize pool? 95. All right, let me see what that is in dollars, and then I'll round it one way or the other. I mean, I'll round it up. All right, it's almost bang on 130. We'll just go for that.
Here's Johnny.
$130. Do you reckon that's just a 100 and a 30? Does that seem like a fair split? I don't know. We kind of have to make it up as we go with the splits here, because it's always such a random number. But GG's.